What a week it has been beyond these gates. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. Listen, those of you who have actually hung with me, this is episode 5, season 1. We have made it through one full week of Beyond the Gates. This is history making. This is monumental. We're here. Everybody who has been here with me all week watching the reviews, I thank you very much. I thank you very much. You could have been anywhere else. But I see you all in the chats and y'all are like, go, go, go. Come on, come on. You show up, I'll show up. I am enjoying myself. It has been a heck of a week. A heck of a week. I am very satisfied with the show and what the show actually brings. I absolutely love it. It's just the of drama that I need in my life. I just love it. So here we are on day number 5, episode number 5. Baby, oh, Lesie basically says she's not a blood relative of Eva. Eva is actually supposedly not really her blood relative. She got this interview with Nicole, okay? We start right in, she's on an interview with Nicole, and she says, my mother died when I was young, this, that, thing, and the other, and Nicole, she basically, Lesie stepped in there and she's basically raised me. So I was like, oh, well, dig that. Dig that. That is a lie. That is a lie. She gets the job. We found out later that's not it at all. She knew about the plan. She is just as wicked. Them two are the slick, the sly, and the wicked, baby. She knew they are working together. Lesie actually is Eva's mother, and someone in the Dupree family or adjacent to the Dupree family is Eva's father. She said, you're going to be right where you are supposed to be, in your father's house. So we're talking about Lesie. So it's got to be either Papa Dupree or Ted. It's one of the two. Because what is the connection to Nicole in your father's house? Getting her in with Nicole. It's gotta be Ted or Papa Dupree. So she's either her sister. She's either Nicole's sister, illegitimate sister, or she is Nicole's outside of the marriage stepdaughter. Baby, I need to see. But I said, oh, these two, like I said, the slick, the sly, and the wicked. Yes, indeed. Listen, that little bet I was ready to do with you all, I guess I lost the bet. Old Andre, though Andre did a good laying down of his business with our girl Danny, baby Danny is just a bit more put together than I thought. She told Andre, let me tell you something. It was wonderful. Everything was great. Baby, I lived for laying you. It was fabulous. But this never happened. I said, player from the Himalaya. I said, come on, Danny. Now, Danny comes across as so weak and so gullible. She's just evil and mad and mean. But, baby, this is what I'm telling people. It's not always a situation where a man, you'll hear men say, I had her. Ladies, don't ever play yourself short. This right here is a situation where a woman has had a man. She had him, okay? So she could literally say, baby, I had him. and move it right along, because he's the one that's got the whole issue about being a player. They even said some. Ted and Nicole says something to him later in the episode about his prowess, okay? Him wanting to go after Ashley. They told him from the door. He literally asked the other daughter about Ashley and the firemen. So you know that she is involved, yet you don't care. You do not care. Let me tell you something. There's something to be said about a raggedy piece of person that literally does know about a person and their relationship status. Somebody who knows somebody is married and they just go after a person anyway and then feel so free to actually speak about it. There's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. You just, and here's the thing. Karma will never let you be happy. So all you old vicious, nasty man and woman stillers, listen to me and listen to me good. When you go out of your way and you know that a person is involved and you go after the person, you're useless. You're not worth the skin that you're in. And one thing that you never will be, you will never be happy, because there will always be karma. It will always be karma, because you're building on something completely wrong. And why do you want something that belongs to somebody else? Or why do you want to be the person that turns the light on and lets the person know, well, this ain't really good. You need to come on over here with me. Just remember, when you're doing all that, and that's the part, you're doing it and then you making excuses for what you're doing, and then you're so bold as to speak about it freely. That's sick behavior. When you're thinking about all that, think about the fact that how you get them is how you lose them. Haley, I hope you're paying attention. How you get them is how you lose them. Because see, Haley gonna cry. She gonna cry a million tears because maybe you replaced the old version. There's gonna be a newer version that replaces you, because that's just how men are wired. That's how they're wired. And do you honestly think he trusts you? Don't be silly. Anyway, well, Andre got dismissed, okay? She cracked his face and told him it was great and this, that, and the other. And he even threw in there, if you want to call me to get a little taste again, you don't have to be lonely and everything. She told him, yeah, okay, this never happened. And then she told him, it's time to go. I said, oh. Bye, Andre. I said, He left right out of there and went right on top of my. Next thing you said, he was looking about going to Ashley. I said, just a slut. He's a slut. Anyway, moving on. Then after that, Danny took her simple behind over there to Bill's and begged him. I was so done. Oh, I wanted to leap through the television and shake her. She went over there begging him, stop this foolishness now. I just come on. I'll do all the work. Come with me. Come back home. We're supposed to be together. We've been through so much of this and that. I sat there and looked at him. And this really did show how evil the Bill is. Maybe he roped her in and they sat there and we're talking hours before his wedding. And they're going all into this whole thing of, oh, yes. And I remember when we met. And do you remember who introduced us to that? He roped her right in. And then he told her, he said, but see, this is what makes all of this really terrible, Danny. I remember when we got together, you, the way you carried yourself, so full of pride, and you were a Dupree. This, that, and the other, and you were so confident. Where's your confidence? Where's your pride? This right here, desperation. I said, oh, Miss Thing, he got you, honey. When I told you Miss Danny was hot as a firecracker, she said, whatever I am and whatever I become going forward, just let you need to know you made me that. I said, well, what does that mean? Girl, he made a fool of you. A fool. I said, oh my gosh. She stormed out of there, honey. She was mad, mad, mad. And then we seen her getting dressed and we seen her go up in the closet and pull down this wig box. And I said, that's a nice wig box or a hat box or whatever. I said, what's in there? I said, maybe she's gonna come to the wedding and really turn it out, baby. I said, maybe she's gonna come to the wedding as blonde or something. That's where my mind was. I said, baby, she get ready to get fat. Remember, she's a model. She's an ex-model. I said, she get ready to be eating when she get to this wedding. She had a little cute. She had a cute little black gown on. All the ladies in the neighborhood came in black. I said, oh, when you look at the scene of the wedding, it literally was, it looked like a funeral. Hilarious. Hilarious. And nobody was on board. Everybody was there because the Duprees actually asked them to come. Because other than that, it was going to be empty. And the sad part where Haley's sitting there and she's like, it would just be so embarrassing if nobody is there because Bill is a person socialite and for nobody to be there, that would just be so embarrassing for him. Well, I mean, girl, listen, ain't nobody featuring you all. And the fact that you're sitting there, you're talking about your inner circle are all employees and you said it yourself. Here's the thing. You're not confused about what it is you got going on. You said it yourself. It's embarrassing that if everybody there was on payroll, everybody on your side of the church is on payroll. You're sitting here with the Asian woman. She did your hair, she did your makeup, and you're so rich. Stinking, filthy rich. You didn't even bring in anybody else. They had to bring me a team of people in to do me up. Now, I'm going to give her, she looked very pretty. She's a very pretty bride. Yes, she was. But yeah, I mean, your bestie is the Asian woman that actually works for your husband. Get out of here. Your life is a shambles. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And you'll be miserable every day of your life because, again, you went about it the wrong way. You wanted something that somebody else had. You got it. You got it. You got exactly what somebody else had. Danny had him. He cheated on Danny. He was disrespectful, and that's who he is. He's disrespectful. He works with vengeance, and he's bitchy and all that. Girl, you wanted it. You wanted her life. You got it. You got it. So don't cry. Don't do no crying. Anyway, Papa Dupree told old boy. He said, I don't know. He said, I don't really appreciate Bill. Told Papa Dupree. It looked like a funeral in here. So the other Papa Dupree said, well, this is a funeral of sorts because this is the last favor and the last time you ever hold anything over the Dupree's head. This is it. It's done. It is a funeral. I said, okay. All right. Shortly after that, Bill goes to say something to Danny and tells her, listen, I don't want to do this anymore. This thing of, it's always anger and it's always all of this. You're too good for that. And I'm sorry about what I did earlier. Let's just have a great time. And this, that, thing, and the other. She told him, she said, I don't wish you or your whore well. And took her drink and threw her drink in his face. I said, never on that beautiful velvet jacket, honey, and that white shirt. I said, right in his face. Champagne. I said, that's that. And all the ladies were just so evil. They really were. And they were gossiping. It was a mess. It was a mess. And then the last thing before it started, she told her daughters, no matter what happened, just know I love you deeply. I said, okay, girl. All right. Whatever. Meanwhile, while all this is going on, Ashley and Andre then ran into Ashley down there to the hospital. He done went straight for her after he told his uncle and his auntie that he would leave it alone. Went right down there for her. Ended up getting stuck in an elevator with Ashley and this pregnant woman. And the pregnant woman is going into labor and the daggone elevator then got stuck. So that's where they got stuck. So we'll see them next week. Here, back over at the wedding, you got, wait, who is that? The Smitty is on the phone talking about, well, it feels very good to be wanted. Thank you. Oh. And he said, who you talking to? He said, oh, an old friend, a friend. Who you talking to on the phone, Smitty? Because, of course, Smitty and Martin have trouble in paradise, but who you talking to on the phone, Smitty? I said, oh, Smitty. Nicole's daughter actually ends up being swooned by the attorney, one of the attorneys from Bill's office. I said, here we go, 6 more degrees of separation. I said, oh, Lord. That see how the family just linking up with each other. And she was like, he's like, oh, please don't let my job, deter. I really want to take you out sometime. He is fine. He is fine. She pretty. I said, y'all go on, honey. It's gonna be a mess. Ain't nobody gonna be happy, honey. Nobody gonna be happy, but go ahead. Um, Bill said to his daughters, he told, he's telling them, it really means a lot to me. I know y'all are unhappy with me. It means a lot for y'all to be here. Naomi ain't give him nothing, baby. Naomi looked at him and said, psh, and walked off. And he turned around and said to Chelsea, I guess you hate me too. She said, no, I don't hate you, but I don't like you very much right now. And she walked off in the other direction. I said, oh, since you are a fool, man, go sit down. You ain't got nothing going for you. Your whole world is crumbling and you don't even see it. But you don't care. You're selfish. You really don't care. You want what you want, and that's it. You don't care. You're a mean individual down to your bone structure. You are mean, honey. And the thing with him and Haley is how they're both walking around like they're victims, but they're the ones that did everything. It's amazing. I said, boy, y'all are narcissistic as can be, the two of you all, and delusional. Anyway, so that was that. Next thing you know, Bill goes over and now he goes and throws a veiled threat at Martin and tells Martin, he using key words. He said something. He said, "Oh, am I coming on too strong?" Because he said, "Wait a minute." He's like, I hope we keep our relationship together, like it's always been. With your position, there's things that you need help on, things that nobody could ever know, and I've always been able to do that for you guys in the past. This, that, the other. He's like, "Yeah, but why am I being singled out? The family's not interested in dealing with you anymore. You're not part of our family, and we don't choose to deal with you anymore. And why am I being singled out?" And he says, "Oh, am I coming on too strong? Was it overkill?" I said, "Oh, Martin, did you kill somebody, Martin? Is that what the gunshots were that we're hearing? Were you sleeping?" I said, "Oh, that Bill. You keep on. Papa Dupree gonna have something for you too. They gonna call in somebody on you because they ain't gonna go for your stuff." Anyway, everything gets started. The wedding gets started. Old girl comes out. I said, "Well, look at her. She really did look nice. She looked nice. Haley, she looked cute and all that good stuff." And then they get to the part, baby, where they said, "If there's anybody who objects to this union, this, that, and the other, baby," that Danny said, "I do." I said, "Oh, she couldn't." And I thought she was going to say something. When I tell you she got up, baby, and pulled a gun, and everybody got to, honey, and Bill stood in front of Haley, honey, and we heard, "Danny, no!" Pop, pop. I said, "Oh." I said, "No." I listen, y'all. It got me. It got me. I said, "Okay." I didn't think she was going. I didn't think it was a gun. Because literally, I have to tell you the truth. I should have actually clocked it. But after I seen that hat box, and once she didn't come as like a blonde or something, I actually didn't think about it anymore. I was just watching all the stuff that was going on, looking at the clothes, and I was like, these people didn't even pull out their good clothes. They just put on something black. They really look like they're going to a funeral. And I was stuck there. When she pulled that gun out, I said, and I really didn't think she was going to pull the trigger. I thought she was just going to talk some stuff. Baby, pull the trigger, pop, pop, fade to black. And this was it for us. It has been a week. You hear me? A lot of ground covered beyond the gates in the first week. I am so here for this show. And I'm sitting here. I can't tell you the last time I couldn't wait for the weekend to be over when the weekend was just getting started. It's really that bad. I can't wait to get to Monday. Who's ever been in a rush to get to Monday? Anyway, thank y'all for hanging out with me. This has been Beyond the Gates. It's our new show. And I'll see you guys at the beginning of the week and see where we're going next. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.